Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video, we are going to be going over the best defense that you guys could possibly play in Madden, and it's just going to be based on specific cards that EA put into the game to make your opponent's life terrible. Now, before I get into the video, guys, and into the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below on anything you guys might want to see on the channel. This video, for those of you guys who do play Madden Ultimate Team, we are in the end game of Madden Ultimate Team, and Team of the Year, by the time this video releases, Team of the Year should be out. And with the amount of cards that EA has dropped into the game, the cards that I'm going to be talking to you about today should be lower priced, and you guys should definitely take a look at this AP setup because it's going to make your life a little bit easier to stop those great passers that you guys end up playing. It's not going to matter the situation. You guys are going to be able to pretty much get stops a lot of the times. It frustrates me when I play it. It frustrates almost anybody when I play it. And I'm giving you the absolute best setup for you guys to frustrate your opponents. Now, yes, this is gonna be with the AKA players, but this is gonna be the setup that you guys need to start running because it's gonna make your opponent's life literally hell. So let's start off with our player number one here, and we are talking about the Milkman, the JJ Watt 96 overall card, which means he is going to be a little bit cheaper. He does get Legends Chem, so 92 speed on this left end is going to be enough for you guys to get your crazy stops. And he gets Unstoppable Force, aka the Milkman Unstoppable Force. And what this is, it's pretty much Edge Threat Elite, Double or Nothing, El Toro, even though I have that equipped. It's all these abilities combined into one singular AP. And this goes absolutely crazy regardless of the kind of abilities that your opponent has on the offensive line. But this is how I'm currently running my defense. So you know for a fact that it's good, and I send 3 people every single down. This does work. This does work better with a specific kind of defense, and I'll go over that in a separate video, simply so we can keep these daily uploads going. But this is number one. This is going to be somebody that's going to absolutely destroy defenses for you. And yeah, but let's go to number two. Number two. Now they recently just released this player, and that is Tank. Marcus Lawrence, Tank. He also gets Unstoppable Force, aka the Tank version. Now there is a slight difference between this version and the JJ Watt version. The JJ Watt version will stay on until the opponent ends up getting, I believe it's about like 15 yards, and then he'll turn off and then he'll charge back up. I know that's a weird thing to say in a football game, but he'll charge back up and then he'll end up being active again. But either way, you have both of these guys coming off of the edge pretty much untouched. It's going to feel like they're going to be screaming off of the edge. And when you see one of those guys go Super Saiyan and lighten up, whoever's lighting up bright orange, those are the guys that you kind of want to rely on when it comes to Madden. So you got Unstoppable Force or Tank, and then I equip Strip Specialist on him. It's a 0 AP ability if you guys end up getting him. Yeah, I'll make a separate video on that as well. And then the number 3 player is Max Crosby, aka Mad Max. And with this trio, you will absolutely be able to dominate most of the passers that you play. Now, you guys might be wondering why Max Crosby. Well, the reasoning for Max Crosby is because his X Factor ability is Blitz, aka the Mad Max version, which means that you start the game with these 3 abilities, these 3 X Factors already activated, which means the thing that Max Crosby does, he completely wipes blockers of their resistance bars, which means that they're going to be they're pretty much going to be, they're not going to be able to block as well. And that's for anybody that's on the field. So you pair this up with people who have Unstoppable Force, and all of a sudden, people with secure protectors, edge protectors, they pretty much mean absolutely nothing at this point, because unless that player is getting double teamed, you're going to end up getting free releases all game with these guys, and then they're going to have to start running the ball on you because it's just going to be that frustrating. So something you guys can do to kind of make it a little bit more difficult for them is just equip these guys on 3rd and 4th down, because Max Crosby, again, being one of the main pieces of this trio, this godlike trio of a defensive ability setup, he gets defensive rally also for free, which means he adds a pass rush point to all linemen on 3rd and 4th down. And the more pass rush points you have, the more shed attempts you are going to go with. And with those shed attempts, that means that those unstoppable forces that are coming off of the edge are going to win almost pretty much every single time, because not only do you have no resistance bars on the offensive lineman, but you also have an extra defensive rush point, and you have 2 unstoppable forces blitzing off of the edge. It gets very, very spooky for opponents, and it's honestly one of the reasons why I am able to sit there and dominate on defense, especially if I'm facing a passer. Now, granted, if you guys are trying to play without these, by all means, go ahead. But if you guys want to get stops for literally 3 AP, you could take off all the abilities on every single person on your team, and you will still find a way to get a stop with just using 3 ability points. They also come with a couple of 0 AP abilities. JJ Watt, and if you guys play Madden Ultimate Team, you guys might already know this, but JJ Watt, he gets Lurker for 1, double or nothing, and then he gets El Toro for 0. So that's why we use him. And then you've got Max Crosby, and his 0 AP ability that we're using is defensive rally, and that's why that's equipped. But his other one is deflator and double or nothing, but double or nothing is 1 AP, so we don't use that. And then you've got DeMarcus Lawrence, who has strip specialist for 0, and I believe double or nothing. Nope, he's got deflator for 0 and strip specialist for 0. I chose to go with strip specialist, and I'm planning on making a separate video on that because there's a huge reason why I go with strip specialist. If I can have 12 on the field, I would, but this ability setup is going to make it so that your opponents have a hard time passing the ball. So if you guys want to equip like inside stuff on these guys, by all means, go ahead. That'll make your life a little bit easier as well, because obviously once they start trying to run the ball, it's going to be a little bit frustrating for them to do so. But you equip these 3 abilities and your defense is going to go crazy. Let me know what you guys are running on defense. Let me know what type of defensive cocktails you guys might have come up with. EA literally said, you know what, forget a cocktail. We're just going to give you guys the remedy to offensive linemen in 3 different players. And this is going to be the best setup that you guys might use all year. Doesn't matter how much better a player that comes out. Nothing is going to top this D-line unless they get those X factors activating for free. So by all means, try this. Let me know how it works for you. If you guys are already trying this and you guys already have this set up, please let somebody in the comment section know how this plays, because this is the only thing I'm scared of when I play Madden, honestly, is somebody coming out with these 3 monsters on the field, because it's extremely difficult to get anything consistent going. My name is Pony Montana. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.